Hey, great Tuesday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. and let me say, it's a different kind of morning because I'm not streaming on a couple of pages. Actually, I'm not streaming on my main Facebook page because I got put in Facebook jail yet again. So I hate Facebook.
Why are you in jail again?
Hold on. Let me change
Sorry.
the volume. Uh, they put me in jail. Well, it's not.
Oh.
It's kind of a weird deal. It's sort of like a limited restriction type of thing
Mm-hmm.
because I put up that text message that I received. I don't know if you saw it, where
Yes.
the cartel was upset that I hadn't paid the chicky dues.
Even though so they sent you a text message.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought that was somebody just saying it to you, like one of those weird
no,
people
no,
saying it to you.
this
Okay.
was sent to me, and I'm going
Okay.
like,
What the hell's up with my
okay,
hair today?
look,
My hair like a mess today. I didn't even brush my hair. I just got on. Wow.
it's okay, Papi. You will be okay, Papi. Mm.
All right. Well, no, but I'm just trying to understand. So you post a screenshot of a text message to you, letting everybody know, hey, if I'm dead or whatever, this is why. And then Facebook gets mad at you. Bad Erasmo. You can't tell anybody that somebody is threatening you.
Restricted, well,
Losers.
which is okay. At the end of the day, it's still on YouTube and still on some of my Facebook pages. So I hate Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm done with Facebook. Uh, it's kind of trippy moment, but
Yeah.
I actually was
That
was
was my hair today. Like, seriously. Sorry. I'm like you when you're in Mexico. Like, wow. It's just like this este pinche pedazo no se quiere mover.
oh yeah,
Oh,
you
whatever. Yeah, I know. It's like, call me, man. Like, I have no idea. It's okay. It is what it is.
no
It's because
it,
I was asleep when you called me and you're like, are you awake? I'm awake.
how could you be asleep at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Because I didn't go to sleep till like 4 o'clock in the morning last night. I was watching some stuff. And then
Porn?
no, I was actually watching on Netflix because I actually got it back for a little while just to watch some of the comedy specials. So I was watching Chris Rock and I watched John Mulvaney's one,
Did you
and
watch that?
then
Did you watch the Chris Rock where he this last one where he goes out there?
yes, yeah. But I only saw like the first 10, 15 minutes of it because I was like I already saw like this. That was my third one. I saw the guy that takes off his shirt, Bert, whatever, that does his comedy stuff when he's without his shirt on.
It's I
That I
like
think it's funny.
Chris Rock. It's just seeing his specials. It goes like, I've already seen this. I've already seen this. It's kind of like he struggles to find new material, and I think that's a little bit on the weird side. I can
You think so? I mean, I think it's because he's. Well, when you talk, yeah,
think
I
about
guess you
it.
could
I
say
mean,
that. Yeah,
it's usually the same time. Now,
maybe
what
it's the
I think,
delivery.
yeah, what you didn't get was towards the end. He talks about Will Smith situation.
I will. I'll get to it. I like I said, I was already getting tired, so I was like, anyway, let me turn it off. Especially because I was gonna get mad if I don't come on the show in the morning.
Yeah,
No, I said I was gonna do it.
that's a good reason. No, but
Yeah.
I think, and you watch it. You let me know. I think he could have hit him a little bit harder.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll probably
Or
watch it tonight or
at least as hard as Will Smith hit him.
something. Well, I actually got woken up by a text message by one of my readers from my page that I don't do shows on, but I do post things on. And the big news of the day is the Mark Jones breaking. Well, okay. There's a professor out of the Rice University. His name is Mark Jones. He does his own left to most liberal to least liberal or less conservative to most conservative list of people. And my friend Juanita is on part of the more liberal wing of the Republican Party caucus, which is great. Congratulations to 37 for getting a very liberal state representative. I only bring this up because people are trying or have ever now that Susan lost. Now they're like, well, now we can concentrate on finding candidates for races.
No, that's not what the Republican Party needs to do. What the Republican,
Well,
what the
yeah,
Republican Party needs to do is find a way to unite. First, then find candidates. If they don't unite,
Well,
no, it
that's
doesn't
well,
matter.
okay. Look, you're thinking of, hey, uniting for general election stuff and uniting for things
For
like the
everything,
May election,
for
but
everything.
no, that's not what a primary is for. A primary is even the Democrats, get into fights. Like I was talking to a friend of mine last night who was talking about the big district attorney race in the Democratic side last go around in Hidalgo County with
Oh yeah,
Nieta Singletarian Lopez or whatever her
I
name
like
is.
Curry. She's a friend of mine.
Yeah, her and the guy who ended up winning, Palacios. Was it Palacios?
Palacios, yeah,
Yeah. Well, after they spent chingos of money to beat each other up, chingos of money. The
tons.
next day, they're having lunch or dinner together, like making peace. That's what Democrats do. Republicans don't do that. So the primary is completely different. I completely disagree with you. Now, if you're saying you want to get new leadership, that's also being discussed. That I told you that's why I couldn't be on the show last night because people were like, well, wanting to know if somebody's going to run to replace, Morgan. And so I had to tell them, well, Morgan is trying to find somebody to run as her. I'm not gonna say
Successor,
puppet. No, as her replacement. Yeah, I'm not gonna say puppet. You
successor,
know
same thing, no?
what?
Successor,
Yeah,
replacement.
like she wants somebody to replace her, and they're like, "Well, Roman, who is it?" And I'm like, "Well, the name that I've heard is Tallahassee. That's who
Oh
she
God,
wants.
no, God.
That's the name that I've heard." And I don't know. I mean, because Tad's retiring from the city soon,
Let me
and
tell
he
you right now,
wants to do this, and I don't. I
it would be
okay.
the
You go then. You go.
stupidest thing the Republicans could ever do in this area. They'd be like shooting their elephant foot with uh with a bazooka. It's just
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's who I guess. I mean, I haven't spoken to Morgan. I don't want to talk to Morgan. So I don't want to talk to her. Because I don't need to talk to her. Um, but that's apparently what the little group wants. Whatever. Maybe Tad is just thinking in his brain that that's who what Morgan wants, but not necessarily what Morgan has told him, and maybe he just pretends and thinks that's what it. But my understanding is more that Tad wants to run for county chair. And I think that would be a mistake. But go ahead, Tad. If you want to do it, go ahead. I mean, I'm sure somebody else will come out. I mean, and so they're like, "Well, Roman, you need to." I'm like, "Look, I don't care about finding someone for that particular position. That's not something that I want to do. That's not something that I'm doing. There's only one race that I care about finding someone potentially to run in, and that is in that particular race against Juanita. But because I know that people are going to come forward to want to run for other things, and I am looking. But the one I care about the most is that race.
You're going to
Just
be block walking for the person. You're going to be out there.
I will do what needs to be done to potentially help an actual conservative win, especially after today finding out that Mark Jones thinks that she's part of the liberal wing or the least conservative wing of the Texas House Republican caucus. So yeah, we can get a conservative. I mean that particular district is very red. It was drawn for somebody to be win and a conservative win, and well, apparently she's the on the liberal wing or the least conservative wing of the Republican Party.
You watched last night's show with Susan?
Yeah, I did. I was able to watch most of it. So yeah, that was
It was
interesting.
good, right?
Yeah, it was fine. I didn't see the beginning and I didn't see the end because I just didn't. Um,
It was a great show.
it was fine. It was great. It was great. I mean, you had Susan on. Congratulations. I mean, Susan would be a great county chair, but I don't think that's what she wants to do.
Nah, I don't think it'd be a position for her. I'd be the best county chair, the best candidate for county chair because I would unite these pieces of crap because I would slap the crap out of them. And let me tell you, a lot of these Republicans need to get the crap slapped out of them.
No, I don't call for violence. I do not believe in violence.
I mean,
I know you mean not literally, you mean figuratively. I know, but just to make a clarification, I do not believe in violence, and I'm not calling for violence.
I do not want
And
to join Mario Sainz in.
oh wait. Was that Mario Signs in that mugshot that you posted?
Yeah, the Mexican Hulk Hogan.
Holy crap! What happened? What
Well,
happened to Mario? Like I don't. I maybe that's why he wears a hat all the time. What happened?
they picked, he had a award for pot out of McKinnon County, and they,
For pot, like does he smoke it? Because he's very. I'm not gonna say aggressive, but very.
well,
Not what you would think somebody would be a pot smoker would
well,
act like.
I don't know if it was like transporting or I don't know possession of marijuana. That's what it said. I don't know. I don't know the details to it, but it is out of McKinnon County, and the only and again a lot of people were saying like, well, he's not in Carrizales. Well, was in Carrizales because it was picked up here, waiting transport to McKinnon County. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And again, I hope it goes well for him. As the I don't wish ill on anyone, but I do recall that when I got my DWI, he was out there blasting and made sure that that other guy went out there and filed, and they got that gringo, poor guy. They fooled that gringo into filing that lawsuit and stuff, and um, so didn't hurt my heart to go out there like
Well, I mean, my only thing is that what is that gonna, is that gonna hurt the district attorney's reelection campaign?
It's not. The district attorney is pretty much set. No one is going to run against Luis Sainz.
Maybe now they will. Now that this happened, because Mario is his biggest supporter. Like, there's
Oh,
nobody bigger, more supportive of his brother than Mario.
yeah, but again, Luis Sainz is untouchable.
Yeah, I mean,
I,
he was over the weekend. They were talking about a case where they can't find the body of a young girl who was murdered over the weekend on Channel 5. There were a
yeah,
lot of interesting stories about on Channel 5 and Channel 4 over the weekend about Brownsville
yeah, Luis Sainz
or
is
Kim Kim.
untouchable. No one will run against Luis Sainz. No one,
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right on that.
because Luis Sainz would has the power to destroy anyone in this area.
Like he did you.
Well, he didn't destroy me, but he came after me. That's a difference. But again, he will go after anyone with the full force of the state of Texas behind him, and that is unfortunate. So
Mm,
anyone out there that would dare say, "I'm going to run against three signs," good luck. You're
mm.
going to need it. Your family's going to need it. Hey, Roman, what do you think about the governors passing the bill to remove what the cities, Houston and Austin, put in place for laborers? This is to remove the required mandatory breaks for construction people.
Well, what you're talking about is, I think you and I talked about this one time where they're different. Some cities have different rules and regulations. Like Brownsville is more woke
Uh huh.
than other cities, and so you'd have difficulty for some businesses coming from outside of Texas coming into your city and saying, "Hey, why is it more difficult to build?" And this is just an example than in the city of Brownsville than it is in the city of McAllen because you have different rules or whatever. I'm just being vague. That's what that particular bill was. So what Luis is talking about is that there's some bills in some of these blue cities like Houston and Austin that have these kinds of added regulations. And what this particular bill is going to do is not allow for those added regulations unless it's passed by the state. Now, do I believe that there's a lot of encumbered regulations from various cities on businesses trying to build new businesses? Yes, absolutely, 100%. And so, I don't believe that is the role of necessarily the role of government to constantly add these kinds of regulations. If a business wants to come in and hire someone and decide they want to give them breaks, let the business do it. Um, without the regulation of government. And if that employer doesn't like that they're not giving them water breaks for whatever, I'm just giving since you brought that up. Um, that employee is there's plenty of jobs out there. Go get another job if you
There's a
don't
lot
like
of
it.
jobs. Actually, there's a lot of
Right.
jobs out there.
Yeah.
Nobody's working.
So
Wasn't science looking into PUB as well as not as well, but nothing came of it as far as prosecution. No one will be prosecuted for PUB. No one. No indictments. Not a slap in the wrist. nothing is going to come out of PUB. And this is one of the conversations we were having last night with Susan. It's
Mm.
unfortunate because if you would have had someone on there that was, raising a stink, you would think that something might happen. There's no one out there. No one
Mm.
on the city commission right now. No one, Roman, is going to demand prosecution or going to demand something be done. Uh,
And that's why Susan lost.
yes,
That's why Susan lost. It just because there are people in there that were pushing. They saw how low the turnout was, and they were making sure their people came out to vote. I mean, I had heard rumblings that there were some people at PUB that were pushing other employees at PUB. Hey, via go vote at the New Horizons front down the road. Go vote. Make sure you vote for Tino because we don't like that Susan lady who's making attacking PUB.
yeah, and
Hey, stop it. Que feo, stop it. Don't even say that. Rayados, well, that's not the greatest Rayados jersey ever, but dang it. Rayados are awesome.
Good, Sally. I love it. Let me say it's really unfortunate because they took so much, and they play these little games, and people just do not get it. One of them, they would go out there and tell PUB employees, "Erasmo hates you. Erasmo hates you, the employee, you." And a lot of imbeciles out there, they believed it. They were like, "Well, why does Erasmo hate us? Because he's out there saying PUB." We're like, "Stop being. Did you take 179 million from us? No, it was the people upstairs. Those are the individuals that we're referring to." But what they try to do is they try to switch a conversation. They try to switch the dialogue to make it sound like, well, Erasmo and Roman and Susan, they just hate, blue collar workers. I mean, and the problem with a lot of these individuals is they believe that kind of crap. Second of all, look, guys, they took 179 million of your dollars. 179 million of your dollars. And then
Mm.
they come back and say, like, well, we're going to give you 40. And then they go like, well, we're really going to give you 29. And then they don't wind up giving you but crumbs. It's all you got. I mean, people were all excited because they were getting like $100, $200 a credit in the light bill. And the question is, Roman, who's going to pay for that credit? We all are,
Mm.
because
Probably.
the rates are going up. You're
Mm.
going to be paying crap loads more money.
Mm.
Nothing is going to change.
Mm.
Nothing. Because
Well,
there's no incentive for them to change anything, Roman. There's nothing that is going to push them to change anything, because a lot of these St. Joe Mafia, Las Buchonas, and all these other people out there, this is what you voted for.
mm.
So at the end of the day, this community's screwed.
Well, it's like the PUB, like BISD. Sorry, when you attack BISD, you're attacking the upper people. You're not attacking the teachers.
Glass
But
house.
for some reason, teachers don't assume the same thing that PUB workers do because I don't think teachers think you're attacking them, or do they? They think you're attacking them as well.
I think some teachers go like, "Oh, that's what BISD is the right choice." If you don't, if and again, this is what really trips me out. If you don't have individuals, and trust me, Roman, I'm ready to, hang up the gloves. I'm ready to go out. But
But
this
now you want to run for BISD.
I'm not going to run for BISD. But this community, Roman, as much as they may not want it, they need me. This community needs an Erasmo Castro. This community needs.
No, they've already said no to you like many times. Like they've said no to me.
I'm talking about calling this crap out. They need
Oh,
an
okay.
Erasmo Castro. They need a Roman Perez. They need a Maggie, whatever the hell her last name is,
I
Aguilar.
don't even know who Maggie exists anymore because she has me blocked. Remember?
Dear Renee.
I don't even get to see those anymore. 'Cause okay, she blocked me because apparently she didn't like the fact that I would defend, Jessica from some of her rants because some of her rants are because some of her rants are no, some of Maggie's rants are just completely off. Not
Jessica,
all of them, just some of them.
Jessica's
And when sometimes she would stop, so she blocks me and she tells me we were having dinner. Remember this? We were having dinner during when you were running. They're at some taco place, and she's like, "Oh, I was waiting for you to find out and ask me if you blocked me." I was like, "I'm not asking if you blocked me. I'm just asking. Like, I haven't seen you on Facebook." And I was talking with Sam. Sam's right there. You can agree to meet Sam. And Sam's like, I hardly see her on Facebook either. And I was like, I haven't seen her at all. And so she's like, well, I'm wondering, I blocked you. And I'm like, okay, you blocked me. Great. Thanks. I guess you blocked me. And then she's like, when I'm leaving, she says, well, I'll unblock you once Jessica's no longer there. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I've been blocked by better people than you. We're good. It's fine. And she's like, whoa, I can't believe you said that. I'm like, well, yeah. And the fact is that Erasmo doesn't remember this story because he doesn't pay attention to what other people say, only when it involves Erasmo.
I remember.
I'm just kidding.
I
I'm kidding.
despite the fact that I was probably on my third margarita or something.
I think it might have been more like the fourth.
Something like that.
And they were really good too. They were delicious.
They were amazing.
They were amazing. They were amazing.
Because
And that's because I don't drink, but it was like you forced me to like, here, have one. And I was like,
oh yeah,
okay.
I twisted your arm, Roman. I remember
you
that. I remember well too. And it's there at La Leyenda.
Because you say we never drink together, so I was like, oh, fine. I guess I'll have something. Like because we never eat and we never drink together. So I was like, well, let's do it all at one time.
All we needed was to sleep together, and then it would have been a
No, that is not happening.
But let me tell you, and shout out to La Leyenda, that place. Great margaritas, and
they were good. They were really good.
Amazing. The mango, I think it had the chamoy on it. Amazing.
Ooh, it was good. It was good.
Right? Was it mango?
It was mango and chamoy and some tajin and some, I guess, alcohol in there somewhere.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing. They were great. So guys, go try them and tell them that us and Roman sent you.
Yeah, that's what it was called, right? La Leyenda.
Yeah.
But they had a John Cowan sign outside that little shopping area. Did you not notice that when we went in?
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
They still have that John Cowan sign out there because I drove by that frontage road like a couple of days ago. It was still there.
I hope they realize. I don't have anything against John. I don't have anything against Tino. I don't have anything. I don't even have anything against the Las Chanclas except that it's a power grab. I don't have anything against Brian. I don't have anything against Pedro. I can't stand Rose Gowan. She's a piece of trash.
Don't worry, she'll only be there 2 more years and she's done.
And I can't stand Linda Macias. I think she's an arrogant piece of crap.
Arrogant. I think she's just little AOC.
Yeah, very arrogant.
But let's talk about La Chanclas. He was on TV a lot this weekend. A lot.
Really?
Really? Over that crosswalk thing downtown. The little rainbow thing. And he's like, he does the same thing. There's a lot of hate out there. There's a lot of hate out there. And we expected people to white or do something to our little crosswalk because there's a lot of hate. That's all they can hate. And I'm just like, guy, nobody hates you. But I am curious. He did the same crap when happened over in Colorado Springs when somebody shot up some bar over there. And he's like, oh, there's a lot of hate. And then they had like little like vigil and like, oh my God, I can't believe there's so much hate out there. And then the moment that we found out that the person who did it identifies as one of their little colors, ya se acabó pedo. They stop. We're not going to talk about it anymore. And so I don't know. We don't know who the hell did whatever happened on that little rainbow thing. But I do know this. I do not believe there was a tranny color rainbow there. There was a non-binary. Was it there? No. It was only the original colors of the rainbow. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was somebody that they offended by not including the tranny color on the flag.
Inclusive.
Maybe. We don't know. We don't know.
But it's kind of trippy because, again, I put up the post, Roman, I didn't even see it. I promise you, before everything that I know to behold, I did not see it. And then I was having sushi with Jessica yesterday, not your Jessica or the previous.
There's 3 freaking Jessicas out there.
But Jessica Cruz, the insurance agent.
Okay, I don't know that Jessica.
Well, so we were there, and she goes, yeah, I mean, what happened to the crosswalks? I go like, oh, what happened to the crosswalks? Well, they were painted over. And I'm going like, really? I said, who posted that? He goes, you. And I'm like, did I? And I mean, I didn't know. I did not know. And when I posted it in the morning, Roman.
Oh, you
So,
didn't even realize it?
or a Sunday. I don't remember when I posted it, but I didn't realize. So,
No, it would have been Saturday. It had to be Saturday because it was a topic of conversation at the Susan event because people were like, "Hey, who did it?" And I was like, "I thought it was the city. Wasn't it the city who did it? I think even you said it was. You thought it might have been the city who did it."
I well, when I was asked, "Hey, who did that?" I said, "Well, the city did it." I thought they were referring to painting it
Oh,
rainbow
the
color.
original thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't
Huh.
know. Again, I promise, I did not know that it had been painted over. I think it's funny, you know, but I don't think it's hate. Just think it's funny. So the difference is you've got a city that's using our communal resources
Mm,
to go out there and do something special for a specific group.
mm.
And you've got someone or some people who use their own resources to make it right.
I don't know, but I think it was on Channel 4. The fishy guy, the guy that actually now has full head of hair. I guess I have no idea. The fishy guy, the your buddy, the guy that you saw one time at McDonald's one time, the little supermodel looking
Oh,
dude, that guy.
Nolan.
Yeah, that guy. I think that's him. He's isn't he like the head of the Rainbow Alphabet Coalition or whatever?
I don't think so. I love Nolan.
Isn't that who they call Fish?
Yeah, that's fish.
Okay, yeah. So
I love
anyway,
Nolan.
that's who was there. Well, whatever. You
I
can,
love
yeah,
Nolan.
you love everybody. Whatever. You don't love everybody.
No, let me tell you, I actually, had been following Nolan when Nolan was in New York, and
Mhm.
my
Well, no, no. This isn't really about Nolan as a person, but he did state that he believed that it was potentially a hate crime.
well,
Coloring over this thing is like a hate crime. Like
they,
what?
they all start to jump on that little. Oh, it's hate. They hate us. No one look. I'm
Eh,
against. I was the first person to go out there and say this rainbow crap on the sidewalks is crazy. It's dumb. It's stupid. I was the first individual woman that went out there and spoke about and made it very public in regards to the raising of the flag. Completely against it because it defeats the purpose of the community.
Right.
It just does because you don't want to be singled out, but you do want to be singled out. Choose. You can't have it both
But
ways. You can't
they,
have it
they,
both.
well, then you have the other guy. The guy's the vice president or the vice chair. Come out on Channel 5. That guy. He says, "Oh, this reminds me of when I was in high school, and I would have to look around the corner and make sure because I
Who's the
couldn't be
vice?
who I wanted to. I
Vice.
don't know, some little skinny dude. I don't make I don't looking skinny dude. I don't know.
You're
I,
not into skinny dudes.
no, I'm not a skinny guy. I'm not a skinny dude. So stop
Oh,
it. I don't know. It's like I don't know his name. I don't know some dude. And I'm like, wait. So you were in high school because you were in the closet apparently, and you couldn't be who you wanted to be. Like you were in high school, and you were like, sorry, my sorry, people were in my room with me. Um, sorry, I can't do. So he said you. So he was in high school, and he's like having to not hide who he was, and he's looking around the corner to make sure what to somebody doesn't beat him up. Like, have you ever seen that? Did that happen in Brownsville?
Uh,
Like people are like scared that you're gonna get beaten up because you can't be like really.
but I'll tell you a story though. When I was in junior high, I actually picked a fight against one of the gay guys in junior high, and he beat my ass.
Wait. Okay. Well. Okay. So Erasmo, thank you for showing me that it
He beat me.
happened.
Oh, not literally, figuratively. Yeah, he beat me up. He gave me a good whooping, and
Maybe you liked it and you liked it.
since then it was like, ooh. Something
But
about this.
no, but it's just like the things that these people are saying is like, and then they all seem to like even Roy was like, well, we had an idea that something like this was gonna happen, so we did it. We put the rainbow thing anyway, and I'm like, well, if you knew it was gonna happen, why did you have your little task force there like stalking out the place the whole time to
What, what,
protect it?
what
Because
happened
it's
to
your
all the
flag.
cameras?
Protect your flag.
What
I don't
happened to
know.
all the
There's a
cameras?
camera right above it, for goodness sakes.
What
I'm
happened
like,
to all the cameras downtown? What happened to all the security? Don't they have a sub police station downtown now?
it's right next to the freaking fire station.
What?
And the fire station people are there 24 hours a day, unless there's like a fire and then they have to leave. But there's somebody there.
There was no fire this weekend. I know for a fact. I didn't even know that all this hoopla had been going on while I was in Monterrey on the news. But again, I'm surprised that you watch that much news. I don't watch the news.
Well, no, it's just look. I just want. I actually just record the news. I skim through it because there might be something about Brownsville or there might be a political ad that I want to watch, and I just skim through it. But when it's something, oh, I gotta watch this because it's about Brownsville. Let me watch it, and it's like all over the place. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of this constant knee jerk hate. People hate us. They hate us. I'm like, but the people at Brownsville are so loving. Like, make up your freaking mind. It's just a small amount of people who hate. I'm like, well, make up your mind. Is Brownsville loving or hating? What is it?
But
I'm just flat out tired of it.
isn't it trippy that how pathetic Brownsville is right about now? And let me tell you, I got a couple of someone said
Pathetic.
someone someone a couple of people actually like, oh, Erasmo, you said you hate Brownsville. And because of what I posted Saturday night after Susan lost, I said sometimes I just hate this damn town. And again, take it whichever way you want. Those people are gonna say like, you see, he hates Brownsville. That's why he's so negative. But Brownsville is so. I've never ever in my life seen Brownsville so pathetic as it is right now. Pathetic, in the sense that Roman, we're out there arresting that Becca crazy chick because she wrote on the Pepto wall. You know, we're out there now investigating using the full force of the Brownsville Police Department and the resources of the city to find who painted over the crosswalk. But we still can't find Kimberly.
Well, we didn't have cameras back then, but no, they are doing it. And Roy even said we're gonna have. There's some people who have come forward who would like to pay for the redoing of the rainbow thing, and I'm like, ya saca el pinche mes. Wait till next month, next year, dude. Oh wait, no, they're gonna find another day and another month to be able to paint those suckers. It's gonna be like the never-ending free parking spaces in front of certain businesses downtown. You know, because of COVID or whatever.
Well, you don't have to announce that Brownsville has gay people. I think everyone already knew that we have gay people in the city of Brownsville. And look, again, more power to the gay community here. There has been no greater advocate for the gay community here in the city of Brownsville than Erasmo Castro, and they hate me. More power to them. I don't care.
I think they probably hate me more than you.
I don't think so.
I
do not think
just don't.
And-
I don't like their
but
messaging
this
or
is-
what they're trying to do.
This is what's trippy, Roman. They say, they all hate us, but we hated us.
Well, you know, I was watching. Apparently, there's this guy. There's this thing on Facebook on Twitter. Some guy out there has posted, "Hey, go to the city commission meeting in Brownsville on the 20th." And I thought I sent it. I think I told you about it or sent it to you or something like that.
Oh, the step.
Yeah, because they're like very upset over the directions.
There's nothing on the agenda.
But because I think it's because this guy, I think it's called RGV Truth, on Rumble or something.
Yeah.
And this guy posted a video about what happened on First Friday, and so I guess once we're doing, but I was like, well, who the hell is this guy? So I started watching a few of his videos, and he had a video of something in Alamo where he goes into one of those little events that they have for like little weird people that dance for people, and it's family friendly or whatever. The drags.
Yeah.
And so he was apparently kicked out because he was filming genitalia of these people that were doing the dancing, and it was a family friendly event. And the police are like, you need to leave because you're filming genitalia and you're making people uncomfortable. I'm like, wait, I'm not filming genitalia. Why? Why would I be filming genitalia? I'm paraphrasing what was in the video. And he's like, if there's genitalia and people are showing genitalia, there's children around. And if that's the case, we need to go find out who the heck is posting their, genitalia, because I'm not filming any genitalia. And I was like, wow. So he made a big stink about it, and people went to the city commission meeting in Alamo. So I guess that's what's happening. Or he's hoping people will come over to complain.
Let me say, it's going to be the gayest 2 years this city has ever seen.
What? Is that possible?
The gayest 2 years this city has ever seen. And look, again.
Why? Because of what happened on the weekend or something? Because of Tino?
No, because
winning or something?
We have the gayest city commission that we've ever had. I mean, this
Because
is
I didn't know. I because you didn't say this last week, and Tino wasn't like that. That's why I'm saying like, what are you talking about?
well, no, I did say this last week actually.
Did
I,
you? Did
yeah,
I miss it?
I spoke about the agenda. It was going to go
Oh, okay,
very,
that's what you
very,
meant.
very
Okay.
much to the left. And again, more power to all the people that didn't vote. It's your fault. To the stupid Republicans, it's y'all's fault. As much as y'all may come out here, and because I was getting messages like crazy. That's what are you going to go speak at the city commission meeting on Tuesday? Go like, no. Well, look, they're going to introduce the step thing, and went through the agenda. I talked to some people. They said there's nothing on the agenda in regards to the step thing, and I'm going like, there's nothing there. So people need to stop being stupid and not stop being swayed uh, by emotional responses to stuff. Just stop. Look, guys. First of all, I don't care about painting crosswalks rainbow color. I don't care if there aren't any other major, more important priorities. Hell yeah, go paint rainbows all over the city. But
No.
make sure that we don't have potholes all over the city. Make sure that economic development is there. Make sure that our drainage issue is fixed. Then go do whatever the hell you want. It's not a priority. It's not. And I don't care if you're gay, straight, bi, lesbian, transgender. I'm doing the Lady Gaga song. I don't care.
Wait, don't forget about the non-binary and the pluses
Non-binary and the straights, and
and
I
the
don't, I don't,
queers
I don't care,
and
guys.
all the other freaking names. They're gonna run out of freaking alphabet letters.
There has been no one more supportive of the gay community here in Brownsville than Erasmo Castro. No one. I love Nolan. I actually have
You love
invited.
him,
I love
really?
Nolan. I love him. Let me tell you,
Okay.
I'm
You're
very much.
scaring me, Erasmo. You're scaring me.
No, I love Nolan, and I've made mention to him. I invited him out to have a cup of coffee because let me tell you, there's when I was seeing a lot of the dress, he has fashion sense. I appreciate that. So again, but I don't agree.
Really? You think so?
I think so. Well, it's a little bit different now than when we first started, but still, again, I could respect that. But again, don't hate anyone. Just want everyone to be treated equally. Is that too much to ask for, Roman? Just for everyone to be treated equally.
I don't buy this whole equally crap because there's no such. People have never been treated equally.
Well,
Like, and the thing is, people pervert the word
what,
equal,
what I'm
and
trying to say,
they
what
think
I'm trying to say is
equity.
that they ask for equality, but they want us to bend over backwards. It's
They put it in your.
no
It
one
was
bends,
never.
no one bends over backwards for an Erasmo unless I'm paying them.
Well, I don't want to go there. No, but what's so upsetting is you had people 10 years ago. Well, they just want to be left alone, Roman. They just leave them alone. Let them get married and leave us alone. And everybody began like, that's not what they want, dumbasses. 10 years ago, I was telling you that's not what they want. They want more. They want more. You give somebody an inch, they're gonna want more. That's what they want. And at some point, you're gonna be like, I didn't know this is what they wanted. I didn't realize they wanted binding outfits in Target. And I didn't know that they wanted puberty blockers and people, the kids who are like 6, 7, 8 years old, because they think that they're somehow not in the right body.
Days,
Huh?
10 days for how many days the city can have to compete?
10 bit. And I think it's business days, not actual days. So
Sorry,
anyway, it's okay, no worries. No, but it's frustrating because that's not they want more and more and more and more. It's like it's all about the children, the children. It's like,
like Eddie Garcia. It's all about children.
well, I don't know. I've been saying children for a very long time because that's
Maybe
how certain other people say it
maybe he got it from
in our
you.
community. No, no, it's just there's actually a certain elected official that always says children, children. And you know the person I'm talking about too.
They will push their agenda since most of them are liberal Democrats. Hey, did you watch Captain Bob's show with Rene Gutierrez?
No, I did not.
Well,
Did you?
no, of course not. I decided I wasn't going to watch it more than anything because I love Captain Bob, but he is a little bit on the flaky side. Captain Bob was not going to ask the real questions. Captain Bob was going to sway Rene Gutierrez way and then be all proud because I got Rene Gutierrez on my show. I go, yeah, you got 6 viewers, and individuals
How do
expect,
you know you only had 6 viewers if you didn't watch the show?
and people are out there expecting, some substance, and you get none. What does it matter? I mean, I could have Donald Trump on the show, but if you're not going to ask him about the indictment, about January 6th, about, you know, grabbing the downward area stuff, then why have him on?
Uh,
Makes no sense.
Um,
Just
well,
like war, white
eh,
against rainbow. I don't,
white.
I don't see it as war. I just see it as necedad.
Well, I heard that I think yesterday someone on Twitter posted that they've added a new design to the flag. Well, because we all know that the rainbow flag is now the United States flag. Obviously, it made it very clear that that's the new flag of the United States of gay or whatever. And I'm using that phrase because some guy named Jesse Kelly, who's a radio host, calls it the United States of gay. It's not my thing, but anyway, but they added like a little like an infinity symbol with colors, and they're supposed to add autism to the flag now somehow. I don't know how real that is, but it was on Twitter yesterday, so it
I,
has to be real if it's on Twitter, right?
I, if it's on Twitter, it's gotta be real. I'm at that point. I don't
Well,
care.
because you said that you want Elon to buy Facebook, so I'm like telling you to tell you should go to Twitter because this stuff this is the kind of stuff you're gonna find on Twitter and Elon Twitter X, as he likes to call it. Oh God, what are you looking at?
Our systems are designed to monetize the existence of society, but why wouldn't they go away? Pothole paradox. The more potholes, the more power and control. Education, homeless, medical, drugs, etc. I don't understand that. I'm going to share it though.
I think what they're trying to say is, or at least for you to understand, is they make it happen to give them a reason, like, oh, government, please fix this problem because we need more and more government. They want more government to be able to solve our problems of the world, and without government, if we could find a way to live without all this government, we would be in a much better place. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I just wish that government would work the way it's supposed to work, and when it doesn't, that's what really hurts the city. Uh, I was watching. I don't know if you've seen, but even Trey Mendez is slowly fading away into the nothingness. Uh,
What? He's not going to run for Congress? He's not going to run and replace Vicente Gonzalez?
I don't know if
Because
he's
that's what some people were telling me like a few weeks ago. Trey's going to run for Congress. I'm like, okay,
more
great.
power to him. I don't. Let me tell you, these
No,
people
because
are,
Chente was showing him around, like in Washington, and showing him around, like this is the mayor, even though he's not the mayor anymore. This is Trey Mendez, the great Trey Mendez. I think it's because they're about the same height, and it's like, oh my god, somebody's the same height as me.
I thought
Hold on,
I thought you were taller than Trey Mendez.
I am taller.
Let me say, guys.
Give me a second. Put me on the backstage real quick,
Sure,
please. Thank you.
Roman is out there disciplining his children, which he should do. Now, let me say, guys, I wish Trey well. I hope he does well with his law firm and with his existing restaurants if need be. But we'll see.
Sorry about that. It's just that my little one decided he wanted to hit my laptop with his foot when he's asleep.
Pobrecito. What did they
It's
give you
okay.
clarification to the day's reset?
Well, it's because you make me come on your show, and I've told you sometimes I can't be on the show because I have the little one. So this morning he woke up and he wants to come over here. I'm like, fine, that's fine. You can come in my room, which is where I'm at. And so now he's here, like asleep, and I think he's mad because I'm on the show with you instead of playing with him.
Well, yeah, I'd be pissed too.
But you want me on the show, so I can't please both people. So
You can please me all you want.
I'm not pleasing you in that way.
Dinner, drinks.
Yeah, stop it. Not gonna happen.
Ah! There's
And
no LGBTQ plus in Brownsville. We have LGBT minus. No, I was again. I was surprised to learn yesterday that yesterday is when I learned that they had been painted over white, and that's how out of touch I was this weekend because I had a great old time in Monterrey. I
mm,
actually came back a little bit more energized and ready to go to Cancun next week.
really,
We're going to Cancun next week.
I know you're going next week. Like you're always gone. You always leave. But yeah, you're gonna run for BISD. Like, so who are you gonna run against in BISD? That you, since you apparently now thinking about it, you're not
Uh,
announcing, but you're thinking about it. Why are you doing this to me, and why are you doing this to us?
I'm probably going to run against Jessica Gonzalez.
But you're not one. You're not gonna beat her, and secondly, like, why would you want to do this again? Like you said, I'm not gonna ever run again. I'm done or whatever. And now it's like you're not the Godfather. You're not Al
Oh,
Pacino.
baby.
Like, bullshit. You're just doing it to yourself because you want to get notoriety, more notoriety. Like why? Just don't freaking run. Because if you run, I'm gonna run. I guess that means I'm gonna run against Jessica now. If you're gonna run against Jessica, I guess I'll run against you. Because I already told you I'm gonna run against you. You decide to
Run
run
against
again.
me. I'll be got to. The last thing I need here in Brownsville is more I mean, if you are from Brownsville and you do not know who Erasmo Castro is, I'm in shock. Actually, it's kind of trippy because, um, I, and I went into Kamori and there was this girl working and she goes, oh, da, da, da. I said, oh, what's your name? And I'm like, oh wait, you don't know who I am?
What? Somebody
And,
didn't know who you were? Like that's
and
crazy.
she goes, no, I'm from Harlingen. I go like, oh, and they had this other kid working there. I can't remember his name. A great guy. Uh, he also he goes, no, I don't know who you are. It goes, I'm from Los Fresnos. I'm like, oh, that I mean, I can buy it. And then I went to cut my beard a little bit at the mall, and the guy that cut my hair, tampoco. And it's not that I was fishing for, but I found it amazing to run into people here in the city of Brownsville that do not know who I am. But
Mm.
most of them are from out of town.
Well, I just hate it whenever somebody knows who you are and then, like then they pretend they don't know who you are.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
hate those people. Like you knew my name. Like last time I saw you, and now you don't know my name. Like what's wrong with
Oh,
you?
well, what's trippy is yesterday the server that I had at Komori was like, oh, very like nonchalant. I'm okay. Like he goes and I said, oh, well, what's your name? They go and he gave me his name. I don't want to say because I don't want. And I go like, oh, okay. He goes, yeah. He goes, you sent me a video, and I'm going like, well, what kind of video?
Oh, now I'm getting worried.
No, she said when you were running, uh, a friend of mine was there at at the polls and said, "Can you say hi to my friend? And can you send him a video?" I said, "Sure." So I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And he said the name. Oh, I said, "Yes, I remember." And I did remember. A lot of times I'll go like, "Oh, I remember it," and I really don't remember.
But that one you did. I think I was there when you did it.
Yes,
Yes,
you
that
were
was.
there.
Yeah,
That
I was
one.
there when you did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that video. So it was like, so I go, oh yeah. So, but what it was trippy is at first it was more like, oh no, like I don't know who you are, but like I know who you are.
Yeah. Well, I want to talk about what this guy's saying. Oh, Tucker's saying. I find it Have you like when you see the picture of the group of the task force people? And the thing is, they put themselves out there, so I mean, we can criticize them, I think. But you see them, and they all just look like the weirdos and the misfits that were in school when we were in school at our ages. And so for some reason, now they're the most important. The misfits and the weirdos are the most important people in our city. Like that's not the way it's supposed to be. Like, oh my God, let's see what you have to say. And that's what apparently our culture. It's like every single person is special. No, you're not. Not everybody in this world was meant to be special. I'm no, no, not everybody's meant to be special. You're supposed to meant to live your life and live your vacation, but these people are like, no, you must look at me, pay attention to me, as I look really weird and different than you. I don't know. I just and so I think that's what El Tucker. I think you have something to. I think you're on to something. What you're saying there. They're almost like these are people nobody really cares about them. Nobody knows who they were, but now they're being told you're special, you're important, and like, oh my God, look at me, and we're gonna make this town rainbow for some reason, and it's just I don't know.
Uh Look, there's only one Brownsville Kardashian here.
And that's you. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's me, guys.
And what? Or
Definition.
wait. Are you Carl Jenner or Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn? Is
Oh, I'm
that what
not.
you're trying to say?
I'm not the Brownsville. I'm not the Brownsville Caitlyn. I'm the Brownsville
Okay.
Kardashian.
Okay. I just want to make sure because well, isn't he a Kardashian?
No, he's not Kardashian. He's
He's a Jenner.
Bruce
Oh,
Jenner.
okay.
No,
No, no,
guys.
no. Is it a he or she? 'Cause I don't know anymore. I don't know these.
I don't
He's
know.
Trumpy. He's very Trumpy though.
Very Trumpy. I don't know
Very Trumpy.
how he identifies. Whatever way, whichever way
I don't really
Caitlyn
care.
wants to
I don't
identify.
really care.
I don't have an issue with that at all. I was actually starting to watch a Peacock movie yesterday called They Them, and supposed it's supposedly this horror movie. So I thought, let's see, and it's with Kevin Bacon, and I thought it's got Kevin Bacon in there. I started to watch it, and it was just like, there's nothing, no substance in it. But there's only one Kim Kardashian one Kardashian Brownville Kardashian here, and that's me. And look, as much as I may fight not, you know, not to be, it's who I am. And I'm not downplaying it. I'm going to write it as far as I can. And one of the things that I think I got a little bit of hate from was because remember when that guy, that Bronco 956 guy came out, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone was going like, ah! And I'm going like, guys, it's 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you're never going to hear from that guy. And then there was this fat girl or something. I don't know, or the flu, something I don't know. But I said like all these people that pop up for a little bit and then they poof. It's their 15 minutes, and that's what Castro's still here.
Well, so you and that's what you would think about this particular group. It's just frustrating to me because they are right now the most important group in the city of Brownsville. It's not PUB, it's not BCIC. It's this particular committee made up of misfits and weirdos.
Oh well, I don't like them being labeled misfits and weirdos. I'm a weirdo. I'm a misfit, and just to clarify, those are Roman's words, not mine. And I don't want anyone sending me messages. Well, you have him on the show. I have anyone on the show, even Roman. So,
Yeah.
but let me say,
I mean, because they're like the freaks and the geeks on the freaking TV show. They just look different.
I disagree with you 1,000%.
Okay, you can disagree, but they look weird. They just do.
I love individuals that
It's because you're the one wearing the freaking little pearls and you want to look like a little priestess, and that's why you're a misfit in the weirdo. Is that what you're saying?
no, I love
And you
individuals
think I'm
that are
insulting you or something? That's why you hurt?
I love individuals that
I'm
are
not insulting anybody.
no,
It's just my
well,
opinion.
I don't like the words that misfit. I don't like the weirdos. I don't like.
What's wrong with calling them misfits? I'm curious. What is wrong with me calling them misfits?
I just don't like the words because
I don't even know what it means.
it implies that, I don't care. It implies that they're out of what is being considered normal. And if
Well, okay, well, yeah, they do look like out of step people that don't look like they're being normal.
okay, if anyone wants to wear a dress, everyone wants to put their hair up in spikes and stuff. More power to them. Every time I see anyone with different color hair, I go up there and I tell them, "I love your hair." And anytime I see someone with spikes or something that's a little bit different, I personally like individuals to be different. I myself do not confine myself to wearing
Well, yeah, you wear stuff that you're not even
cowboy
Catholic
polos,
looking.
Dallas cowboy polo shirts.
I wear them all the time, but it doesn't mean I'm different. Okay, so now I'm a misfit and a weirdo. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're trying to be normal.
Because I am normal. We're all supposed to try to be normal, get along. But they want everybody look at me, look at me, look at me. That's what they want. And I don't want to give it to them. I'm not going to give them you're special, you're wonderful, and like, oh my God, let's listen to what your opinion is on this. Like, I don't need to know your opinion. Like, get to Erasmo's level, and maybe I'll care about your opinion. And they're not at Erasmo's level.
I don't know why Sam can't hear me, but
I can hear you.
yeah, I think it's your sound, Sam. Let's
I
see.
can totally hear you.
And also, mic is kind of low, can't hear anything.
I can hear him fine.
Yeah, Sam, you're nuts.
He's also in San Francisco. Are you still in San Francisco, Sam? That's why I'm bringing this up as much because it just annoys him because he's over there in San Francisco. He's like, man, it's really horrible over here, Roman. And they're like, yeah, I know. Tell me more. Something I don't know.
San Francisco is successful.
Uh,
Oh, did you just fart?
nah.
Oh, that's your fart. And these
Nah.
misanthropes would be targeted by police. Let me say, guys,
I don't know
again,
what that means. What does that mean?
I disagree with Roman in regards to weirdos,
Oh.
misfits, stuff like that. That's okay. I still like Roman, even if he's nuts. No need to name calling. A person's a person, no matter. Yeah, thank you,
Oh,
Nelda.
no matter how small. Yet, isn't he? Didn't you make fun of
And,
little Eddie for
and
like the longest time for being small?
and let me tell you, I constantly get ridiculed for being small in some places, and
No, 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 no. But didn't you ridicule for like the longest time Eddie Garcia for being little? Even when I see him and I'm like, damn it,
well,
I want to call you little Eddie because of you. Damn it, Erasmo.
well, what's trippy is that you ride the stuff, and he tried to write it a little bit too late because I would go like, oh, little Eddie, and then people would send me like memes of him like being miniature, and I would post them, and he would trip out, Roman. I mean, literally trip out. And people there at the BIZ would tell me like, look how he put a picture of me, put a picture of me, and like he was like, and he played it to a point where if it's going to bother you, I'm going to continue to do it. And
Well,
but I don't have anything against little Eddie right now. I mean, I hate the fact that they're screwing over the district. But again, district gets what they deserve. The district could control every single race down here, every single race if they just united.
okay. What are you talking about now? I'm getting. No, no. It's actually a quote from Horton or whatever. No.
Gordon gives a who?
Yeah, no, that's where it's a quote. It's not referring to me.
Uh, Roman, if the city government had a group of gay people calling them out on serious issues like PB, they'd be labeled radicals.
Yes.
Lola, I love the pearls. Thank you, Lola.
It's not Lola, it's Lalo.
Oh,
Can't you read?
I love you, Lalo.
Do you have pearls in your eyes? Is that what you're saying?
I love you, Lalo. Well, the problem is I sometimes I see that my
It's okay. We're old. We're old.
I love the pearls. They complement his teeth, very white teeth, pearly teeth, and grain stash, grain stash and grain everything. Someone asked
Oh.
if I was going to consider coloring my gray. I go like, no, I like my gray. I used to hate it. I kind of like it now. Just
It's
the
just
fact-
weird how you have these like big ginormous pearls and you have small ones. It's like a little tiered thing.
they're not gigantic, Roman. They're small.
But the
pearls.
other ones underneath it, the black ones you have.
Oh,
They're not
these-
pearls, but they look like they go. And like it almost looks like you're using something to like tighten your neck to make it thinner. I don't know. Being stupid.
Well, I think I'm
I'm
not that
stupid all the time.
not that I did it for that reason, but I think it takes away from people looking at this thing that I can't stand, and they focus on these, which is it's good for me.
Oh, okay. Fascinating.
That's not the reason I do it. This I wear everywhere, any event, no matter if I'm wearing a tux, a suit, or just a playera. I wear it everywhere. I love it. It's one of my best pieces of jewelry, and I have gold chains and stuff. I'd rather wear this.
Isn't that praying thing or whatever?
Huh?
Is that a praying thing or whatever?
No, I actually have praying beads though, Muslim praying beads. No,
I thought those those were.
this is, and it might be, and I'll correct myself. It might be. This came from a priest from La Candona in Chiapas, and they use these white tunics, and they go out and they sell a lot of stuff that they make. These are
Are
seminas.
they Christian or they're like?
No, it's like they worship the trees.
Oh, so it's paganistic. So you will have something that's pagan around you.
Sure, yes.
So that means
These-
you're worshiping paganism now? Like what the hell?
Yeah.
This is not you, Erasmo. This
I'm-
is
I'm a
you're
weirdo
supposedly a Christian. Yeah, you're
I'm a
a
weirdo and a
weirdo.
misfit.
That's what you are. Yeah, because you make no sense. You make no sense, Erasmo.
Well, these are
You're a Christian and you're wearing something that's pagan around you. What's wrong with you?
Well, then some people say I'm Catholic, and then some people say I'm Muslim, and some people say I'm Buddhist. These are semillas del árbol de la candona, and they put them together and they sell them. The difference between this one and the ones that they sell, which a friend of mine sent me some other ones that they sell, um, is that this one, the one of the priests was wearing it, and I go, I've got to have that one. And they said, "Oh no, no, no! I cannot sell you this one." I said, "Like, I'll give you 500 pesos." He says, "It's yours."
It's horrible. You're horrible. You're a hypocrite and a misfit and a weirdo.
And also, that's stupid thinking.
You see? Even Maria agrees with me.
It's kind of weird because I thought I saw read Maida and go like, "Oh well, now finally hear from Maida."
You see, you can't read. First you think Lalo and Lola, now Maria and Mayra.
I
Come
love you,
on.
Lalo.
So
Lalo
hey,
Maria.
so you're gonna run against Myra or something like that? Because somebody was supposed to that yesterday. You should run against who? Chuck Nelson. They was like, you should run for. Are you running for Congress? You should run for Congress. I'm like, no.
Oh, you?
You.
Oh no, I'm not ready for this. Ah.
Well, yeah, that's what he was saying, wasn't he? Chuck Nelson was saying you should run for Congress, or are you gonna run for Congress? And then even if Myra runs, yeah, you give us a choice. I don't know what he sounds like. I'm just making a stupid noise. Because Myra's gonna run for Congress, so like, so that means you're gonna run against her.
No, hell no. Yeah, because I don't like any of the. Look, I don't trust the Republicans. I don't trust the Republicans. I don't trust a lot of these crazy wacko people out there. Roman, you sound like the Inquisition. Sup with that?
No one expects the Inquisition.
Oh,
Inquisition.
you remember that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
From,
History of the World
History of the World Part 1.
Yeah. And then some dumbass group of woke comedians tried to do the woke part 2, and it was like such horrible part 2. I didn't watch it because it was on Hulu, and I don't really want to watch that. But it supposedly had the blessing of Mel Brooks. I'm like, come on, Mel Brooks wouldn't have a blessed that, but maybe he did. Maybe he did. He probably did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but this was like in the last year or two. Yeah.
Oh, this.
Anyway, it's already been an hour, dude.
It trips me out. Yeah, we're out. It trips me out. People are like, oh, it's like the third time I've given him. I'm going to really.
Oh my! What are you getting
Like
mad
the
at?
third time I go out there and say like, oh, I need you to bring this and this and this and this to get married. And the third time that they go like, oh, is that all I need? I'm like, I already told you 3 times, chick. 3 times.
Yeah.
Have a great
Anyway.
day, Rowan.
You too, man. God bless.
Guys, have a great day. We'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Maybe. We'll be good to each
Maybe.
other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.